Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to?
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A gain of 32 that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Here we go. Strike. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Richardson to throw off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adolphe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong. long, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on RicKZ6ix's for the punt. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 1st downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Do that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual the hallmark of a good run defense? Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Richardson. Touchdown Colts. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Complete to Likely. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Mitchell out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Taylor. And he's into the clear. Down the left sideline. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go play action with Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs from 17 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field.
He's got him in. Complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I can't believe they let you play.
Jackson will throw again. Got his target. That's Kohler. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. Here's Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the...
And got his man complete. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jelani Woods, 75 yards. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And he will bring it. Back, an interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Richardson working from the gun. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. Now it's Richardson.
And that is caught. What nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Richardson looking to throw.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Josh Downs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown.
Alec Pierce.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between.
There he goes, right side.
Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Colts have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall,
the ball comes out. And the Colts pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This pass left side to Downs.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 3. Here's Richardson to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at the 2.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but It's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And he gets it back near midfield, but the dream ends there. He doesn't take it all the way back for 2. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Sliding out of the pocket, and that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Off play action. Mitchell. They'll roll him out right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Here's a diving catch right side. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right.
As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him and him. Asking who the hell you think you is. Him the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'm so ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she gon' I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm ballin' relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, fin with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them penny. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't know it's for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise, staying fresh to this. I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Boy, like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Get them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them tenny. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get it bigger. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her, and I ain't trying to let it down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like she running up, she one of them. She pay her bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023, and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all up in. I drop with the whole world sing. Rock when I do like this, it's the big black door.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the club. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop at RicKZ, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Cause my lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got his swerve and is missing every raindrop. Hit him with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these I got diamonds in my socks. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, twerk it if you know that off. Deep dive and get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to run
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get too, put my goose up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. that line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close.